Right, we start off with the Supreme, and obviously you got Facile Vega there, Ilete Tom, and possibly a couple of others. How are they all shaping up?
They're shaping up nicely. Facile Vega disappointed us. I think we just got the wrong tactics in Leopardstown the last time, but I think he'll be fine. We'll ride him differently the next time. He's got a few easy days, but he'll be back riding during the week. And I'm happy with him. I'm disappointed, but I'm happy how he came out of the race. So I am. Ilete Tom's jumped much better. I think he can improve again. They're probably the best two I've got. Hopefully to get there. We've got lots of work to do with them, and everything has got to go right.
And Ilete Tom, there's not a lot of them, is there?
No, he's a real hurdling type horse rather than a chaser, but he always showed that he had huge ability. He's just got to perfect his jumping a little bit, even though he won a Grade 1 the other day in Leopardstown. I think he's going to improve. His jumping will improve. Danny said he was very good down the back. I think once he really gets his jumping together, he's going to tackle the best of them. If you go back to his first run last year, it was very, very good, and his jumping just let him down all the time. We always thought he was a Grade 1 horse after his first run last year, but he hasn't got things together, and he got things together the other day, so things just work for him. But, he's a live one. He is.
Now, you touched on the Ballymore when we were talking about the Supreme. Obviously, there's a few horses with entries in both, but three that would stand out that probably look like they might go more to the Ballymore: Impere Pass, GAELIC Warrior and Champ Kylie.
Yeah, let's take GAELIC Warrior first. He won handicap last time, and he was second in the Boodle, I think, last year. So that means he handles the track. He's improving. I think he's good enough to go and take his chance in the Ballymore. Impere Pass won the Moscow Flyer in Punchestown. Now, that is normally a step for us to go to the Supreme Novice, but this fellow, he won a 2.5 mile race before that, so he can step up to the Ballymore. And then Champ Kylie won the Lawlor's Hotel in Naas, which bought him his ticket to go for the Ballymore.
Going to ask you about the Triumph. Obviously, you've got a very strong hand there. The likes of Blood Destiny is in there. Lossymouth as well.
Yeah, Lossymouth was very unlucky the last day. She's favourite, and I think she lost nothing in defeat except the prize money. She just got into traffic problems. Then Blood Destiny's win before that puts him right in the picture. I didn't run him in Leopardstown. I want to keep him a bit fresher. He's very good. He goes there with a great chance. Galopin won in Leopardstown. She's improving all the time. She's has another good chance as well.
And talking about for the novice hurdlers, then for the stayers, Albert Bartlett. This time you've got Embassy Gardens, who we've seen walking around here. Looks an absolute picture.
Embassy Gardens looks very good for the Albert Bartlett, even though Sean and Bernardine Mulryan sponsor the Ballymore. He looks nailed on for the Albert Bartlett, so we'll let him go there. I've always been keen on El Fabiolo, and I go back to El Fabiolo's second run of his life. Ran John Bond to a short head or whatever, photo finish anyhow, in Aintree. So, I'm thinking no matter what happens, he's right up there. And it just depends on which horse has improved most over the winter. And our fella seems to have come on a huge amount. I think he'll go on any ground. Obviously Constitution Hill likes that faster ground, but we have to put up a show in here. So I think there's more in him, that he's a very deep horse. I've never seen him and said that's as high as he can go. I think he's got improvement still left in him. Obviously Constitution Hill, he made the running the last few times, but he might change his tactics, and to be up to the jockeys. I think Paul will have a chat with it before, but Paul will have something in his mind, because he'll know more about the opposition than I will, and basically thing is keep out of trouble anyhow and let it be a horse race.
In argument, are you happy enough for him after that last performance? Obviously that mistake at the end and the pace, it might be different this time around?
I think so. New fences with new boards, even though we jumped plenty of white boards at home in Ireland, I'm happy enough. And it's a different track too, the old track and the new track. It was great to get a spin around Cheltenham over the new fences. I think he'll be a lot better on the day. Paul thought he would be as well. He needed the run. Gentleman to Me was electric in Leopardstown. That puts him in there with a really good chance as well, I think. Gentleman to Me probably has his own tactics. In Erguimen we'll see what pitches up on the day, and I think my main worry about an Erguimen was just get over that first fence without any problems. And then Paul will look after it himself after that. I want to try and go to Punchestown with her if I can. I know it's the wrong way around. She prefers going left-handed, but I'd like to get a run into her. That's my aim this minute, yeah. The mare's race could be the hottest race of the festival. Epatante comes back, Honeysuckle is coming back. These two have come back into it, and wow, it's going to be some race. Classical Dream, I wouldn't say he's a runner by any means, but he's doing the right stuff, and if I have to wait for Aintree or Punchestown with him, that's fine too, and I don't want to rush him. I don't know what to do with Sir Gerhard yet. He's inexperienced. Is he better off going for the 2.5 with less jumping and take a chance, or go 3 miles where you have more jumping but going slower? So that one has to be sorted out. She looks to have huge talent, so she does. Clear round would make her very competitive in that. We have Ellie May ran a cracker. I thought ran a cracker the other day. Now I sort of flagged it before racing that she'd missed a bit of time, and I needed to get the run into her, so we got the run into her. I love the way she travelled. She turned for home, took a blow, and so I think that'll bring her on hugely.
And then the Gold Cup, Galopin Des Champs, you're delighted with him anyway?
Yes, we Galopin Des Champs and Statler in the Gold Cup. Both have great chances. Both ran good trials. Galopin Des Champs won the Irish Gold Cup, did it well. Probably not as flashy as a lot of people thought he might be or was hoping, but I don't think he needed to be. We were concentrating more on settling him and getting him to race. And Statler has progressed nicely from being second in Tremor with Manila Indo. And I think he put in a real good trial in Leopardstown the last day too.
Great stuff. Last question, any handicap dark horses?
I ran a nice horse down in Thurles the other day, Spanish Harlem, and if he's strong enough and he gets to wait for the Martin Pipe, he's one to look out for. The run up to Cheltenham, and probably not Cheltenham. No, I don't enjoy it. I enjoy after Cheltenham if we have a good time. But you know, with team here between Patrick, David, and Gronyu in the office, we have our ducks in a row before we go. But there's a few last-minute decisions as usual. Once all the declarations are made, well, then the die is cast, so we can enjoy it a bit more. Then you just hope that the results come.